The Trans-African Highway Network comprises transcontinental road projects in Africa being developed by the United Nations Economic Council for Africa, or UNICA, the African Development Bank, ADB, and the African Union in conjunction with regional international communities. They aim to promote trade and alleviate poverty in Africa through highway infrastructure developments and the management of road-based trade corridors. The total length of the 9 highways in the network is 56,683 kilometers. In some documents, the highways are referred to as Trans-African corridors or road corridors rather than highways. The name Trans-African Highway and its variants are not in wide common usage outside of planning and development circles, and as of 2014, one does not see them signposted as such or labeled on maps, except in the countries of Kenya and Uganda, where the Mombasa-Nairobi-Kampala-Fort Portal section or the Kampala-Kigali feeder road of Trans-African Highway 8 is sometimes referred to as the Trans-Africa Highway. The network as planned reaches all the continental African nations except for Burundi, Eritrea, Eswatini, Somalia, Equatorial Guinea, Lesotho, Malawi, Rwanda, and South Sudan. Of these, Rwanda, Malawi, Lesotho, and Eswatini have paved highways connecting to the network, and the network reaches almost to the border of the others. More than half of the network has been paved, though maintenance remains a problem. There are numerous missing links in the network where tracks are impassable after rain or hazardous due to rocks, sand, and sandstorms. In a few cases, there has never been a road of any sort, such as the 200-kilometer gap between Salo in the Central African Republic and Ueso in the Republic of the Congo on Highway 3. The missing links arise mainly because the section does not have a high national priority as opposed to a regional or transcontinental priority. As a result of missing links of the 5 major regions, North, West, Central, East, and Southern Africa, road travel in all weather is only relatively easy between East and Southern Africa, and that relies on a single paved road through southwestern Tanzania, which is called the Tanzam Highway. While North Africa and West Africa are linked across the Sahara, the main deficiency of the network is that there are no paved highways across Central Africa. Not only does this prevent road trade between East and West Africa or between West and Southern Africa, but it restricts trade within Central Africa. Although there may be paved links from West, East, or Southern Africa to the fringes of Central Africa, those links do not penetrate very far into the region. The terrain, rainforest, and climate of Central Africa, particularly in the catchments of the lower and middle Congo River and the Ubangui, Sengha, and Sanaga rivers, present formidable obstacles to highway engineers, and paved roads there have short lifespans. Further north in Cameroon and Chad, hilly terrain or plain prone to flooding have restricted the development of local paved road networks. Through this forbidding environment, the 3 Trans-African highways are planned to cross in the east-west direction, highways 6, 8, and 9, while one will cross north to south, Highway 3. As of 2014, all have substantial missing links in Central Africa. History of the Trans-African Highway System. Colonial powers and later competing superpowers and regional powers generally did not encourage road links between their respective spheres except when absolutely necessary. Trade, for example, and in newly independent African states, border restrictions were often tightened rather than relaxed as a way of protecting internal trade, as a weapon in border disputes, and to increase the opportunities for official corruption. Poverty affects developments of international highways when scarce financial resources have to be directed towards internal rather than external priorities. The agencies developing the highway network are influenced by the idea that road infrastructure stimulates trade and so alleviates poverty, as well as benefiting health and education, since they allow medical and educational services to be distributed to previously inaccessible areas. On 1 July 1971, Robert K. A. Gardner, the Executive Secretary of the United Nations Economic Commission for Africa, or UNICA, established the Trans-African Highway Bureau to oversee the development of a continental road network. The routes. These are the routes which currently exist on the Trans-Africa Highway Network. Beginning with the east-west routes, we begin with the most northerly route. Trans-African Highway 1, or TAH1, Cairo-Dakar Highway, 8,636 kilometers, a mainly coastal route along the Mediterranean coast of North Africa, continuing down the Atlantic coast of Northwest Africa, substantially complete, although the border between Algeria and Morocco is closed. TAH1 joins with TAH7 to form an additional north-south route around the western extremity of the continent. Connects with M40 of the Arab Masrek International Road Network. Trans-African Highway 5, TAH5, Dakar, Jamina Highway, 4,496 kilometers, also known as the Trans-Saharan Highway, linking West African countries of the Sahel, about 80% complete. Trans-African Highway 6, or TAH6, 4,219 kilometers, contiguous with TAH5, the Tripoli-Windhoek to Cape Town Highway, 10,808 kilometers. This route has the most missing links and requires the most new construction, as only national paved roads in Libya, Cameroon, Angola, Namibia, and South Africa can be used to any extent. South Africa was not originally included as the highway was first planned in the apartheid era, but now it is recognized that it would continue all the way to Cape Town. TAH4, Cairo, Gaborone, Pretoria, Cape Town Highway, 10,228 kilometers. The completion of the stretch of highway from Dongola to Abu Simbel Junction in northwest Sudan and the road from the Galabat border crossing in northwestern Ethiopia leaves no section unpaved. The road section between Babati and Dodoma in central Tanzania has been paved recently. The section between Isolo and Moyale in northern Kenya, dubbed the Road to Hell by overland travelers, has recently been completed, creating a smooth crossing across Kenya. Crossing the Egypt-Sudan border by road has been prohibited for a number of years. A vehicle ferry on Lake Nasser is used instead. As with TAH3, South Africa was not originally included as the idea was first proposed in the apartheid era, but it is now recognized that it would continue to Pretoria and Cape Town. Except for passing through Ethiopia, this route roughly coincides with proposals for the Cape to Cairo road in the early 20th century British Empire. As noted above, TAH1 and TAH7 join to form an additional north-south route around the western extremity of the continent between Monrovia and Rabat. In addition to the ADB and UNECA, regional, international communities are very involved in development of the Trans-Africa Highway Network. Some of these coalitions include the Arab Maghreb Union, which drives the development and maintenance of the Tripoli to Nouakchott section of TAH1, the Economic Community of West African States, or ECOWAS, which drives the development of and maintenance of TAH5 and TAH7, and the Southern African Development Community, or SADC, which has an extensive network of road projects and trade corridors in southern Africa. TAH9 and the southern ends of TAH3 and 4 utilize regional highways developed by SADC or its forerunners. In particular, SADC manages road and rail corridors from landlocked areas to ports. Well, that is our list of the longest roads in Africa. How many of these roads have you traveled upon personally or perhaps were aware of before watching this video? Let me know below in the comments. Don't forget to give this video a like, and while you're at it, hit the subscribe button as well as the bell to be notified when Afropage releases a new video. Don't go anywhere, we have plenty more great videos like this one waiting for you. Here's one I think you might like. Enjoy!